All right, y'all may be wondering why I have all my stuff laid out on my desk. Okay, and why it's a big mess. Well, that's because I'm going to give you a quick lesson on everything that I have, how to put it all together. So here we go. And we're going to try to make this a pretty straightforward video, okay? Just for those people that really, really just want to hear this, okay? So here we go. Item number one that I have, that's the mount for the microphone, okay? And I just have that tucked up. It's supposed to bolt to a seat. Well, I just have it tucked up underneath it, and so my microphone is just holding my tablet mount as well. Okay, so the very first thing, and I'm going to post pictures from Amazon of exactly everything that I have. Let's talk about the very first thing, and that is this, which is your mount that comes with your toner microphone. Okay, and here is a picture of that. Okay, just drop it right in there, and you can tighten that thing down so it doesn't move too much. You can still move it, but it doesn't move a whole lot. Okay, item number one. Now, this post here is actually smaller than a standard microphone. Your shock mount, okay, has a standard microphone base on this toner mic. This all comes together and is in this picture, okay, but it has this bushing that comes with it. Okay, you're going to screw that bushing right on there, just like so. Then you're going to screw the shock mount The only thing that stinks about this is trying to do this. Okay. Now everything that you have seen here so far, okay, has come together except for this. Here is your toner microphone. Okay. As you can see on here, there are these springy things. Okay. You have to squeeze those together, and then your microphone will go right up inside there. Just like that. Okay. Now, see, it says toner right there. That's the side that faces you, and every microphone is different. You might have to read some directions or whatever. Okay. Then you have your noise filter. Okay, and it just slips right up on there like so. Okay, then you have your pop filter that helps actually prevent the and the and that stuff that comes out of your mouth from being so intrusive when you speak, talk, sing, or whistle, or whatever, uh, whatever you're doing. What I do is I screw that sucker on right there. Okay. Then this is adjustable here. You can see. Okay. And you want to get this thing all set up like so. You want to take your pop filter. Give me a second. I'm going to set this like so. So you can hopefully kind of see what I'm doing. You just kind of play with it and get it all adjusted the way you want it. Like so. Okay, I'm trying to do this as detailed as possible so y'all don't get confused. Okay. So far, from the pop filter to the noise filter to the mic to the shock mount to the arm to the mounting base, all of this is one piece. One package that comes together. We're going to talk about also comes with that package. That is this. It is a XLR on this end, and you can see there's 3 deals. There's a little push button for release, and the other end is a 3.5 millimeter. This piece is going to go into your InnoGear and I'm giving you a link or not a link, but a picture of what this one is, and I might try to put a link in the description. But InnoGear i229, okay, Phantom power supply, okay. Take your XLR in. You can see output. Okay. Pops in there just like that. The little tab thing goes up. Okay. Make sure your 3 pins are just lined up, and that's all you really need there. This other end we don't need right now, but the reason why I wanted to connect that your 3.5, we don't need that right now. But the reason why I wanted to connect that is because that's the last piece of your microphone. What comes with your microphone, okay? The InnoGear does not, unless you click this link. That actually has all these products save one, or click or go to this, search this stuff here, okay, which is all these products save one, which we'll get to here in a minute. So since right now we're talking about the Phantom power supply, we have gone to it. We're going to talk about the cord. Now I have this plugged into a 110 volt outlet. Okay, so I don't think you need to see me plug something in. If you haven't plugged something in, then you may not want to be doing this. But right back here, you see it says DC 18 volts, right? That plugs in right there. Boom, that's your power for your power supply. Okay, so your power supply is mostly done except for one piece, which is another XLR cable. Now this is XLR. It's male on one end, female on the other. There's your female. There's your male. Okay. Your female end plugs in on the top of the microphone, and you can see it click, pop. Okay. It's a lot of cables and stuff, and then, you know, you can kind of however you do it. It's a little extra as far as that goes, but I kind of wrap it around so that it kind of reduces a little bit of the cabling, so you don't have as much. And then your last connection, see that screw right there? That goes up. That's a good way to look at it. And pop, it clicked. Now to release that, you just push that button there, and that releases that. Or you can push down on that button, and that releases that. And you gotta pull a little bit, but not much. So the power supply is complete, with the exception of powering it on. The microphone is complete, with the exception of powering it on. Okay. Now we're not going to power it on yet, because next thing we have is our iPad. Now it's got an OtterBox, and its screen's a little scratched up, but it's fine. And it goes in this mount. And I'm going to try to do this so you can see, okay, because it's spring loaded, because it's kind of a multi-fit capability, okay. But it goes in there just like that. The nice thing about an OtterBox though, dude, got to be hands down probably the best on the market. Anyway, next thing you got, I've shown you this before, but I'm showing you again, the StarTech.com splitter. And what it does is it takes your headphone, microphone combined 3.5 millimeter and turns it into a dedicated mic and headphone port. Now that goes right there. Boom. We'll drape that over the top of that for now. Okay, this is a standard 3.5 millimeter headphone or auxiliary cable, if you will. Okay, that goes in the headphone port. Now I'm using my headphones right now to record this because the microphone on the phone just sounds way too, I've already tried to record this once and this is a little better, but that end right there will actually end up going into these Marshall headphones. And here they are. You can see how they connect. So it's just, that's a 3.5 millimeter that goes into that hole right there. And it's actually got another one over there, so you can actually put more than one headphone together. So that's how that goes. Then you're going to grab your 3.5 millimeter that came off of your XLR to 3.5 millimeter that I showed you earlier, that I said we'll need later. Okay, and that goes in your microphone part. Okay. That's it. It's ready to power on. Okay, it's that simple. Okay, so now you can power that sucker on. You can get into your Smule and you can go sing away. Plug your headphones in, sing away. That's all there is to it. Now, here's how I'd use this thing. Actually, I had that the wrong way. I'll take that and I'll hang it right there. And then I'll take my cords. And see, that takes a little bit of strain off of that, so it's not straining near as bad. See you in the funny papers.